The most common objection that I face as someone with a photo booth and event rental business is you're too expensive. Seriously, if I had $1 for every time I heard that, I wouldn't even have to do events. But with that being said, today's video is about what I personally do to turn that objection into booked business. And if you have any tips or suggestions, make sure you comment it down below because we're all just trying to help each other have a booked and busy 2025. That being said, let's get into the video. The number one thing that I do to handle that objection is I build rapport, because the more someone likes you, the more they're likely to listen to the value that you bring, and the more likely they are to book you. And building rapport essentially means establishing a connection with the prospective client. Seriously, when I was a customer who was getting quotations when I was getting married, I noticed a common theme across the board. I provided my information, they would give me a number, and then ask me to book. Nothing in between, no rapport building. So to me, they were just a number. And as someone who hasn't booked these things before, I don't actually know how much a photo booth costs, for example, right? So if I hear anything above $500, it's automatically too expensive for me. So here's what I do is I build rapport with the client so it kind of eases them into it and we can have a conversation about it before immediately jumping to the, oh, that's too expensive. So I actually got this comment on one of my other videos where they're essentially saying that there doesn't really seem to be an opportunity to build rapport and actually connect with the person that you're talking to. So I'll tell you what I do. So I ask 4 questions, okay? What kind of event is it? The date, location, start and end time. Now, those last 3 questions are pretty obvious. That's what I need to actually do the quotation to see what I'm getting into. But that first question, that is the key question because that could open up the floodgates to actually having a conversation and actually talking. The key is to ask open-ended questions and get the client talking. So if they say something like, oh, it's a baby shower. Oh, that's amazing. I love baby showers. I do so many. What's the theme? Oh, is it a boy or girl? Oh, are you the mom that's booking, or are you a family member? Stuff like that. That actually really helps get them talking and building a connection with them. And that's where you can actually tell them what you can do. Oh, I got these templates, or I can make custom ones. Oh, I have this pink flower wall that I can add on. Oh, it's perfect since you're having a baby girl. Just things like that. So once you actually start having that conversation, you're able to actually demonstrate your value and tell them, this is what I do and this is the value that I bring. So once you get to the actual price, it makes sense to them. So you don't actually hear the you're too expensive objection. Now, let's say you do all of that, you build rapport, you do everything right, but you still hear, sorry, it's too expensive. So then ask them the question, well, if you don't mind me asking, what's your budget? And then they will tell you a number and you could adjust it accordingly. Maybe you could take away some booth time. Maybe you could limit the number of prints. Maybe you could do digital only. There's so many ways that you could do it where you could still salvage the opportunity, because if you just keep it at what it is right now, then you'll just be too expensive. So that is how I personally deal with the you're too expensive objection. Number 1, I build rapport to get ahead of it, where I'm able to actually demonstrate my value so they don't feel that way and the price seems justified. Or 2, if I still get that objection, see if I could better tailor the package to fit their budget. Now, with that being said, you're not going to win them all. There are going to be people who you're just genuinely too expensive for, or it doesn't work out. However, that's just the game, and that's the case in every business. So with that being said, I'm Event Rentals with Aaron, and if you like this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button because I'll be posting regularly about how I'm building my photo booth and event rental business, how-to videos, and everything in between. So make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, share it with someone, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.